Hello, I'm Donald Holmeyer here at 4 to give you the news. A big pop cultural event. Let's go over to Mia to find out more.
That's right, Donald. Judy Garland and GM had hit the ball out of the park today, making a legacy-making movie. It was up for many Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Visual Effects. Every award won was musically connected, including Best Song, Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and Best Musical Score. Many of the other awards were given to Gone with the Wind. Judy Garland also received an award for Best Juvenile Performance, for she is only 17. I predict this movie will go very far. Back to you, Donald.
Thank you, Mia. I am very sure this movie will go down in history as a classic.
Now Donald with the sports.
Sad news for you New York Yankee fans today. Lou Gehrig has just retired due to a mysterious disease. Lou Gehrig's disease slowly and unpainfully deteriorates the nervous system. It also gives difficulty of swallowing and speaking. This is a fairly new disease that we only know fairly little about. We will keep you updated with Lou Gehrig's prognosis. Back to you, Mia.
Sad to hear, isn't it, Donald?
Yes it is.
We'll be right back after these commercials.
Looking pretty smooth there.
Your friends look mighty fine as well.
Say, babe, have you heard the new hot sound from the latest jazz compilation?
Well, Sam didn't say it, but no pip, a headcat like me feels quite crummy asking, but what does it sound like?
It's pretty snazzy. I heard it on the radio last night. The canary was wailing well, and a very nice town crier. The scat singer was booming away with the doghouse. I was jitterbugging all over the house. My old lady even said, "I'm such a twit for telling you, but stop bugging all over the house, you silly cat." I just brushed it off and danced all over the Big Apple. Don't mean to sound like a shiner, but it's true, and all the baby dolls love me.
That was a belly punch, you singing cat, you. I'm knocked out by a big jam session. Only someone who was dead between the ears doesn't love to cut a rug to the jitterbug. Your mother is one crazy broad.
If you love to 86 out of your house, get to the nearest dime grind palace for a black cow. Find a sweet mama and get down to the local juke joint. If you want to cut a rug in your own home and listen to live broadcast, Lux Radio Theater, and Martian Attacks, you don't even need to chuck a dummy. It's not too much money, not even close to an ace note. Hop down to the store and grab a juke.
We just got news that Hitler invaded Poland without declaration of war this morning. I will switch to you, Donald.
Thanks, Mia. As we know, Hitler and his army have just started to take over Poland. Close to dawn, German infantry and cavalry started to destroy Polish territory on many fronts, with several armies. 1.5 million troops were invading. After the territory started to be destroyed, German planes started bombarding such cities as Krakow and Katowice. Polish defenses were highly outnumbered in almost every fighting force. German planes are going in squadrons of 50. I can only imagine being there. We will tell you more as the story develops.
Thanks, Donald. Hi, Mia Bean here with the one and only Walter Winchell. Thank you, Walter, for your time. I must say, I'm a big fan of your columns you write and your radio shows.
Why, thank you.
So tell me how you started on the radio and how you got famous.
Well, I dropped out of school after 6th grade to be in the vaudeville section of Gus Edwards' Newsboy Sextet. A few years after the vaudeville show, I was writing a gossip column for the New York Mirror, and around 1930, I got a 15-minute radio section on CBS's show telling about in business. Around 1932, I got my big break when NBC's Big Blue Network taped me doing another 15-minute show that mixed entertainment with a lot of national news.
Did you like to mix humor and news, or would you rather just be on one side?
I love to add humor to almost anything. I can listen to different radio casts and think they are so boring because of the tone they use in their voices. Humor is trying to cover some of the terrible things in people's lives. Mine hasn't been that amazing either.
You do mimic people, and people try to mimic you, but fail to do so. Can you tell us a little bit about your style of casting?
What is there to tell about it? It's just a matter of not wanting to sound like anybody. It's short and sometimes I wouldn't even finish sentences, as long as the point gets across.
Well, it looks like we're running out of time. Is there anything you would like to say to anybody aspiring to be a radio newscaster or anything?
Remember that nobody will ever get ahead of you if they're too busy kicking you in the pants.
Thank you.
Now to Mia with this special bulletin.
Amelia Earhart is pronounced dead after missing for about 2 years. She was on a flight to go around the world and somehow went missing. Amelia was a nurse to help with the flu epidemic before a pilot and got influenced to fly after seeing a World War I flight set up at a museum. She got to many of her checkpoints before disappearing.
Sad news.
Indeed.
Well, hey Mia, have you noticed that everything we've reported tonight is morbid or sad?
Well, yes, I have noticed, Donald. Hitler, death, but at least we had some jukebox commercials to cheer us up.
I think it's time to say goodbye.
Till tomorrow, I'm Mia Bean.
Same time, same place.
And we are back. We just got news that Hitler and Bailey... Sorry.
Around 1932, I got my big break with NBC's Big Blue Network, which is ABC now, which I guess I shouldn't have said because... Good afternoon. I am Donald Homeyer at 4 o'clock to give you the news. Thanks, Mia. As we know, Hitler and his army... Don't laugh.
Would you like to mix between humor and news, or would you rather be on one side?